Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Morgan Polk. Morgan Polk sent me this story this morning. When I seen it, I was like, really? George Zimmerman again? Who the hell is paying this guy to keep doing interviews? Okay, so George Zimmerman done dropped a new 13-minute interview with his divorce lawyer. And the divorce lawyer is asking all types of questions. George Zimmerman is going in on President Obama and the Obama administration, saying that they were trying to make this a race issue. They were trying to make him to be a white man when everybody knows that he's truly Hispanic. And the fact that they would even take him to trial when this was self-defense all the way. Then he goes on to say that once again, which he said this 2 years ago, but he goes on to reiterate the death of Trayvon Martin was ordained by God. This was God's plan. After you sent me the interview, Morgan, I sat here for 13 minutes and literally watched that bullshit ass interview. And I'm just so tired of George Zimmerman. I wish he would just go away. I'm convinced that the only reason why this man keeps coming out with these updated interviews talking about the same old shit is because he's just trying to drum up sympathy and he's trying to look for donations. Ain't it funny that every few months he comes out with some fuckery and then people are ready to hit that damn donate button? Well, George Zimmerman ain't getting a damn dime of my damn money, okay? How you doing?
And not, as a human, feel guilty for living.
Nearly 2 years after he was cleared in Trayvon Martin's death, George Zimmerman is speaking freely in a new video produced by his lawyers, Io and Icahn PLC.
I feel that now is the perfect time to speak my mind without fear of retaliation by the president, the attorney general, the federal government, etc.
The former Neighborhood Watch volunteer blames the president for inflaming racial tensions around his case.
Who do you think brought the highest level of unfairness to your personal situation?
By far, the President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama.
When Trayvon Martin was first shot, I said that this could have been my son. Another way of saying that is Trayvon Martin could have been me 35 years ago.
To me, that was clearly a dereliction of duty, pitting Americans against each other solely based on race. I think that throughout the process, the president should have done what he said he was going to do and not interject himself in a local law enforcement matter or a state matter, and waited till the facts came out.
As for his own actions, Zimmerman says he has no regrets.
Had I have had a fraction of a thought that I could have done something differently, acted differently, so that both of us would have survived, then I would have heavier weight on my shoulders.
This video is not the first time Zimmerman has returned to the spotlight since the Trayvon Martin case. In January, he was arrested for aggravated assault for an incident involving his girlfriend. In 2013, his estranged wife told police he'd threatened her. He's also been pulled over several times for traffic violations.
You know, the whole situation to me is BS, and I'm just tired of him using God as an excuse for why he killed Trayvon Martin. Unless God comes down from heaven and taps you on your fat ass shoulder and says, you know what, here goes the proof that I ordained you to kill Trayvon Martin, I suggest you be quiet and have a tall glass to shut the fuck up, okay? Because you come off as a narcissist saying that God ordained you to kill somebody that you literally stopped, engaged in a fight with, and then basically shot and killed him in cold blood. You know, the whole situation to me is just really, really disgusting. It shows that this man has no shame. Instead of taking his donated millions that he's already gotten over the past few years and, you know, going off into the sunset, moving to Aruba or some shit like that, he keeps doing interviews. He keeps popping up. This motherfucker's like a pimple. No matter how much Clearasil you rub on your skin, it comes back every damn 3 to 4 months. I'm gonna need George Zimmerman to have several damn seats, okay? Now, I find it funny that this man takes no personal responsibility. He puts stuff on God. He puts stuff on Obama. So it was Obama's fault that you had beat your ex-wife, and it was also Obama's fault that you threatened to kill your new girlfriend, and was it also Obama's fault that you beat her elderly father and broke her iPad? You know, I'm gonna need George Zimmerman to have several seats. Like I said, this man knows no concept of personal responsibility, and I'm just tired of folks giving him a platform to spew his bullshit rhetoric. Anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. If you guys have not seen the interview, if you're interested in watching the interview, you guys can click the link down below. The interview's on my site. You guys can check it out. You know, the whole situation is just a mess. But more again, like I said before, I'm going to need him to have several seats, and I'm going to need folks to stop paying him to do interviews. Anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this latest controversy concerning George Zimmerman. What do you guys think about his latest interview? And how do you feel about him basically saying that Trayvon Martin's death was ordained by God, and also placing a majority of the blame on Obama? You know what I'm saying? This whole situation is a mess. So go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces.